Hello and welcome. Today's episode is all about the real influence of healing with spiritual wisdom. This may be the exact reason why your manifestations aren't coming in. When we don't allow ourselves to process these emotions, they get stuck in our body, and ultimately those feelings could be the things that are in the way of these manifestations that we're trying to bring in. So the first place that we're going to start with is understanding that spiritual wisdom is a powerful tool for healing, growth, and transformation. It can help connect you to your deepest and highest self for that meaning and purpose in your life. So let's start with understanding spiritual wisdom. It is the knowledge and the insights that come from connecting with the divine, universe, God, however you describe this being that you can have connection to. You can do this through prayer, meditation, walking in nature. You are the one that gets to decide how you have that connection. And sometimes it takes trying it out to see if it resonates. For me, it changes. Sometimes it's my morning pages in the morning. Sometimes it's my gratitude journal at night. Meditation, EFT, all these tools are in my toolbox for when I know I need them. Just the other day, I was having a hard time getting the motivation to edit some of my episodes and doing some breath work, really diving deep into getting that energy in my body. And then there I was. I connected with that. I connected with that source to help me have that motivation towards the things that I want to achieve. How I connected with this wisdom for myself was meditation in the beginning. I started to see these visualizations of what my life could actually be like. While I sat in these meditations, I tried to look for the clues and the signs of what do I need to incorporate in my daily life so that my external reality begins to shift. This wisdom can help us see beyond the limitations of our egos and connect with something greater than ourselves. By tapping into this wisdom, we can find guidance, comfort, inspiration on our spiritual journeys. And it's knowing that we have to make time for this insight to come through. There's so many ways that you can find this spiritual wisdom within yourself. You have the power. While it's nice to listen to someone else's tarot readings and someone else's guidance, ultimately the goal is for you to bring this connection to yourself. And so again, tools like using oracle and tarot decks and journaling can help you understand these visions and these desires that you want and to honor them and let them come through. So next up, we're going to talk about healing with spiritual wisdom, and that is understanding where we need to heal in our lives. It involves using this wisdom to transform our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. So it may mean looking at your inner child, listening to it, giving it space, and then seeing what you need to do to heal it. Some things that could come up may be triggering, so using a healing or spiritual practitioner to help you work through these blocks can be an added help to work through, so it's not so difficult to do it on your own. That is a big reason why I have this channel, is introducing you to spiritual practitioners who do these things. I've used a few of the people that I've had on my show, and they've helped me transform these blocks that I've had working through what is my purpose and shining a light on the areas that maybe I didn't see as a block or an issue, but it kept reoccurring. Knowing that when these things keep reoccurring in your life, sometimes we need help shining the lights on those deep, dark corners that we may not see. It's important to connect with our spiritual selves so we can release these negative patterns and beliefs and cultivate self-love and compassion so that we can align with our soul's purpose. This healing can manifest in many different ways in our lives, from relationships to career, physical health, and well-being. Some ways that I've used this spiritual wisdom for myself is understanding who I am, how I operate, the way I should navigate this world. And I've used tools like my cycle, human design, and even astrology to shine a light in my tendencies and to help support on how I do things so that I can empower myself to be the best version of myself. So when we begin this journey of healing, it's understanding that a healing practitioner or a healing modality that I've used may not resonate with you. And so it's up to you to find what really speaks to you. And using my sacral, which is my inner authority in human design, has helped me feel in my body if something is meant for me and that I should use it in my journey. So I encourage you to maybe connect with your inner authority so that you can make decisions more aligned with how you operate. But it's finding those tips, those tools that really support you exactly where you are in your life. And knowing that there is times for change and evolution, and it will change throughout your life what will support you in this journey. And the last point that I want to talk about is the real influence of healing with spiritual wisdom is the profound transformation that can bring to our lives. When we take time to connect with our spiritual selves and align with our soul's purpose, we become more grounded. We become centered and resilient. We are better able to navigate the challenges in our lives, and we will experience more joy, peace, and fulfillment. I have been witness to so many people who have devoted this spiritual wisdom and healing it. And they would not go back in a million years of the life of not understanding how much impact this healing can better change your life. In conclusion, healing with our spiritual wisdom is a powerful tool for transformation and growth. By connecting with our spiritual selves, we can release negative patterns and beliefs, cultivate self-love and compassion, and align with our soul's purpose. Our soul's purpose isn't to be one thing in this life. It is connecting with who we are and how we operate as a person, and that will leave us more fulfilled and have more joy and peace in our life. So let this video inspire you to take the time to explore your spiritual side, connect with the divine, and let the real influence of healing with spiritual wisdom transform your life. I encourage you to check out all the interviews that I've had on my podcast to inspire you on anyone that can help guide you in this process, but more importantly, find the tools to add to your tool belt for you to connect with yourself. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll chat soon.